A diplomatic row over the Elgin marbles as Rishi Sunak cancels a meeting with the Greek Prime Minister.
The inquest gets underway into the death of head teacher Ruth Perry, who took her own life following an Ofsted inspection at her school.
Good morning. A flight fuelled by used cooking oil leaves Heathrow this morning, but is it really a way to make air travel greener?
The producers of Britain's Got Talent says they have reached an amicable resolution with David Walliams after comments made during filming breaks about contestants were leaked. The comedian was suing the production company Fremantle for misuse of private information and breaching data laws. Walliams has since left the show and apologised for the remarks that he made. Former bosses at the retail chain Wilko's will be questioned by MPs today about how the company collapsed. Lisa Wilkinson, former chair of the business and granddaughter of its founder, is among those who've been summoned by a parliamentary select committee. The company fell into administration in August with a loss of 12,000 jobs.
Shall we look at the Tuesday morning papers? And the Guardian's front page there leading this morning on the news that temporary ceasefire between Israel and Gaza has been extended by 48 hours. The pause in fighting has seen hostages released in return for Palestinians who are being held in Israeli prisons. But it's due to expire after 4 days. Now it's going to turn into 6 days. The UN Secretary-General saying that there is a glimpse of hope this morning. But how do you extend it beyond these extra 2 days? That's the question we're asking.
Well, the Times also focuses on the extension of the ceasefire, but talks about warnings from Hamas that it will demand a higher price from Israel in return for the remaining hostages, including captured soldiers.
An economy story on the front of the Eye this morning. Warnings from the Bank of England Governor, Andrew Bailey, that the base interest rate level, currently 5.25%, isn't likely to come down any time soon. He's got warnings about growth levels as well there.
And here's one that's going to get everybody talking today. This is the front page of The Sun, their lead story this morning. New plans which could see video assistant refereeing, of course, VAR, being extended to checking corners, free kicks and yellow cards. Now, the paper goes on to describe the proposals as balmy, says the changes will be discussed by members of the football law-making body today. So I can only imagine that might slow down the game even more.
Can you imagine? They're going to be like 2.5 hours for every match. Discussed by lawmaking officials today and by fans forever.
Yes.
I mean, can you imagine what could possibly go wrong? Although the headline, "Gone to VAR," is good. You see, this health story is interesting. In the Mail this morning, talking about, they've done some research about board games. Monopoly, chess, and they say chess particularly is really good at stimulating those kind of neural connections in your brain, and it's really good for your mental health. And some evidence that it could help ward off dementia.
Wow, do you play chess?
No, but maybe we should all start chess.
Do you know who's a massive chess player?
Who?
Talking about football, the Liverpool star, Mo Salah.
Is he?
He plays chess every single day.
Well, there you go.
It's like a tactical thing. On a computer.
Strategy, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, that's the thing. You can play on your own now. You don't need the board. You can do it all on your phone.
Should we try and learn?
Yeah, let's do that. a round board here for our coffee table.
This morning's front pages then, and The Guardian leads with Hamas releasing more hostages as the truce is extended, as we said, for another 2 days. The Times also focuses on the extended pause, saying Hamas is demanding a higher price to set soldiers free. On the front page of The Eye, according to economists, interest rates will stay high into 2025. In the Daily Express, tensions boil over as the Bank of England governor claims the economic outlook is among the worst he's ever seen. The Financial Times reports that NATO allies are finding their patience tested by Turkey's continued willingness to export goods to Russia. And according to the Metro, a court has heard that the people accused of killing transgender teenager, that's Brianna Gray, were preoccupied with torture, violence and death. And Britain could be blacklisted as the UN's human rights body over its defence of biological sex, says the Daily Telegraph. And the Mirror has news of David Walliams settling his legal fight with Britain's Got Talent after private conversations were leaked. And a shake-up could be on the way for football. The Sun reports VAR could be extended to checking corners, free kicks and yellow cards. And the Daily Mail focuses on a new book about the royals, which has been branded vicious and plain nasty. And if you want to see any of those front pages again or read the stories, scan the QR code, it's on the screen.